What's up?
What's
What's
up?
up?
What's up, gang? What's up? I can't see who's in there, but I know that we have all of our usual faithfuls. Don't you know that, Ish?
Yes, yes. We got all the members in the house, the S gang. What's up, everybody?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Glad that y'all are here. Oh, y'all just gonna speak to D and Ish. What's up with that? Karen D can't get no love. That's okay, because Karen D still love it. Doesn't matter.
No, that
So
was before. That was in the chat. That was in the chat. You know they love you,
that's
KD. That was in the chat before everybody got on.
okay, everybody. Ish, again, I am so glad that you are here and among us tonight. And I'm just going to start us out with the affirmation,
All
if
right.
it's okay with everybody.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I know I don't come on at this time. And I don't mean to interrupt KD's affirmation, but we got to say happy birthday to Rhonda. Rhonda's always here first. Rhonda's always making waves. So we got to say happy birthday. So happy birthday to you, Rhonda.
Yes.
Shout out to
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Rhonda.
girl. Happy
you.
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Yeah,
Any,
because Rhonda always hold us down.
affirmation
Yes.
for anything is to say happy birthday to Rhonda. So shout outs to you, Rhonda. Happy birthday. Congratulations for going around the world one more time. Many more blessings. I'm getting out of here. Go ahead.
Happy birthday, Rhonda. Happy birthday to you. And as
Yes.
I said, I'm going to go on and get us started with a little affirmation today. Now, y'all know I always have to add my own little spin on it. And each, it's been a week. It's been a week. It's been a week. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been triple weeks. But you know what? I learned to let it go. Rule of life, let it go. Never ruin a good day by thinking about a bad yesterday. Many of us harp on what happened to us yesterday if we weren't in a good space. But you got to learn to let that go and live in the good space that you are in today. Next, ignore them. Don't listen to other people. Live a life that is empowering to you, because the life they live, you can't empower or be empowered from what empowers them. So ignore others and live a life that is empowering to you. Number three, give it time. Whatever it is, give it time, because time heals everything. And that's a promise that I know for sure. Number four, don't compare, don't compete. The only person that you need to compete with is the person that you were yesterday, in order to beat that person and become a better person today. And with that, let's stay calm and get into some uncensored minds. Let's get it, guys.
Let's get it. All right, KD. I needed that word today, honey. You be
All
just
right.
you be bringing it every week. Every week, it's like right on point. So we thank you for that, and I know everybody can attest and say the same. But what's up, y'all?
Amen to that.
What's up? What's
So,
up?
how was your week, Ish?
My week was good. It was rather busy. I had a busy week at work. Just a busy week with the family, and thanks to everyone who was sending my mom birthday wishes and love. I did show her. She did see all of them. She thanks everyone. But it was busy. My family was in from California celebrating my mom's 79th birthday. God is good. So yeah, it was pretty busy for me. How about you?
Yeah, mine was good. I saw the pictures of the celebration, so it
Mhm.
looked like she was very, very happy. You know, it's always good to be able to celebrate your parents.
Yes.
I guess that was your brother with you.
Yes. Yep. That was my
Good.
brother. Yep. One of them anyway. Yeah.
One of them. Well, it was
Mhm.
great just seeing the pictures. I could just feel the love as I
Yes.
looked at
Thank
the
you.
pictures. So if you still have your parents with you, celebrate your parents, celebrate your family.
Yes.
It's always
Yes.
great to do. But other than that, my week was good.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Nell.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Again, happy birthday to Rhonda. Each happy birthday to your mom. We got
Thank you.
people in the audience also. Little ones who celebrate birthdays today. Cheryl Holiday, her granddaughter, youngest granddaughter, her birthday. She just turned one. So major milestones here. Um, Before we get into our icebreaker question of the day, just check out the new digs. Look around. Look what's going on. Like we got new digs going on here. Um, as you can see, look at the border all around us. Our
Mhm.
see, um, the man, myth, the legend, the prophet, the shit starter, whatever you want to call him. Also, we call him the goat here because he always makes sure that we current and got the freshest digs going on. So as we progress, you're going our digs and everything around us is going to progress too. Also,
Absolutely.
November. November means a new awareness. And this month's awareness, where we're going to start the month off, is sudden infant death syndrome, also known as SIDS, is an awareness that has to do with November. Why that's so important? If you followed me from the start, be it Friday Night Lights, and now over to Uncensored Minds, I've done a number of different community events like comedy shows, fashion shows, um, coat drives, and things like that. And all of, at the bottom of like the flyers or whatever organization that we got going on at that time, it always says the Michael A. Purnell Scholarship Fund. That was a scholarship fund that was started um, for my cousin Michael A. Purnell, who died of SIDS. Um, every year, like we give back to underprivileged children and help them go back to school. No questions asked. We pay for everything. All they gotta do is just attend, and that's something that we're doing in his honor. His mother, my cousin, my first cousin, um, was a dean at a university in Texas, and she just knew he was going to grow up to be great, do great things. So we wanted to make sure that we always honored him each and every year by creating a foundation. About 3 or 4 years ago, I had the opportunity, along with my family, to go to the Orlando Children's Hospital and make a donation on behalf of the Michael A. Purnell Scholarship Fund in the SIDS department. And it was just an eye-opening experience, learning a lot, and always being steadfast and an awareness that it will prevent these things from happening, in the future. So as we open November, our first awareness is the SIDS, the sudden the infant death syndrome. What y'all think about that, ladies? Being mothers that y'all are.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I'm sure can, affect and will touch all the ladies, even those who haven't experienced it, because it's something that, in your mind as you were raising your babies, you were always afraid of, it was always brought to your attention to not do certain things to prevent that. And even sometimes when you do the things necessary to try and prevent that, it can still happen. So it's definitely something alarming and concerning and touching. And prayers to all of those who have been affected by SIDS, because I know multiple people who have been affected myself. And it's just an awful thing to lose an infant to something such as that. So prayers up to all that have been affected.
Good. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Um, Icebreaker question of the day is: name something, guy or girl, does that annoys you. That's the icebreaker question of the day. Again, let me say it without laughing. Name something a guy slash girl does that annoys you when you're calling. Oh, I'm sorry. When
When
you're
you're chilling.
chilling. I already going to say what I was going to say. It came out crazy. But again, name something a guy slash girl does that annoys you when you're chilling. KD,
What's up?
what's up?
I can't really speak on that because that was back in my teen years. Nothing really bothered me now in the chill area. Um, I'm trying to think back. Y'all got to think back a long way because I'm a long way from a teenager now. Um, hmm. What bothered me when I was chilling back in the day? Um, Maybe being on that phone ignoring you.
Mhm.
That's about the
Mhm.
only thing I can think of.
So
Like
that
I say, I'm past those days.
so it bothers you when you're chilling and somebody is on their phone, not paying you no attention.
Uh huh.
Okay. Ish, what about you, Ish? Janine said the same thing, messing with their phone.
Messing with their phone. Like if we're chilling together, watching a movie or something like that, I mean, it just would be common courtesy to pay attention to the movie. But I'm going to say talking, like chatting while we chilling, and like if we're watching TV or something like that, like let's save it for a specific time, more or less. Oh, and also you must rub my booty. Like if you're not rubbing my booty, this chill session is over. Come on. So no, I'm being silly, but it just really all depends on like what we're chilling and doing. If we chilling and we on our phones respectively, then that's different. But if we like chilling, watching a movie or something like that, please don't talk too much and make sure your hand is on my ass.
All right, so
Healthy, happy.
I heard two sides. I heard two things, right? Messing with your phone while we're chilling and talking too much while we're chilling. Make it make sense. If we chilling, are we talking or are we paying attention to each other? Should I not be on my phone? Should I be on my phone? Should I be talking? Or should I not be talking? What should I be doing?
Well, that's why I did say it depends on if we're watching a movie or
Is
if we are respectively like chilling together, but we're in our phones conducting business or whatever. So I guess it does really all depend on what type of chilling session it is. But if
right.
we're like chilling watching TV, no, you shouldn't be in your phone, and no, please don't talk too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that part, Ish. That part.
Yeah.
Just depending on how you're chilling. That's
Yeah.
all.
Um, what about when you're chilling by yourself? A guy
Hmm.
or girl is affecting your chill. Does that matter or does it not matter?
What do you mean?
So if you're chilling at home and you chilling by yourself, you might be watching what's some of the things y'all watch? Girlfriends, y'all might be watching the Tyler BT, all them Tyler Perry joints, the have and have nots, or whatever the case may be, or you just in your little chill mode. What
Mhm.
is something that a guy or a girl can do that annoys you when you're chilling? It,
But if you're by yourself, you're not with them.
but if somebody could call your phone, somebody could you, somebody could whatever. So what are some things that they could do while you're chilling? It don't always
Yeah.
gotta be. It might always gotta be when they in front of your face. It could be when you on your chill time. Come home from
Yeah.
work, trying to chill. Somebody blow your phone up. Somebody annoying you with crazy questions and crazy text messages and that and that.
Yeah. Reaching out and interrupting for nothing, with nothing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what do you want? Have something productive to say. Make it worth the interruption of my chill time. That's one thing I hate.
Yeah. I have to say, like I say, not very much bother me. If they call, I figure they want something. If they don't want anything, I'm going to get them off the phone right quick in a hurry anyway. But it really does not annoy me if someone reaches out to me. If I am too busy or I am engulfed in something, I'm going to ignore the call anyway. So it doesn't matter.
All right. I had a great counseling session today. That's why I'm quiet and perky. But um, Sundays are historically known for me as a chill day. Monday through Saturday, I work hard. I work 12-hour days, right? And Sunday, I like to just find in my own, just in my own space. And that means for me, football, football, football. And football don't just historically mean I'm watching it on TV because I'm doing a number of different things within football. right? That some people might not understand. Fantasy football is a real thing. That's something that's pertinent in my life, along with watching football, right? But if I've communicated that to you, that football is my priority on Sunday, my enjoyment, and you want to infiltrate that, or you want to be along, you want to be in my presence while I'm doing that, then you got to understand sometimes my phone won't be in my hand. My attention ain't going to always be focused on you. So what annoys me with that is understanding when someone tells you what they got going on and being understanding of that. Right? If you want to be in my presence, I don't got no problem with that, but understand where my focus might be at, with my phone still on my hand, looking at other channels or watching the scores and different things like that. So it don't always mean I'm not pleased with your presence. I like that you're next to me. It's just that I like this too. What about that, ladies? What y'all feel about that?
I
For
totally
sure.
agree with that.
Yeah.
When you've made it known that, Sunday is your time to watch football or
Mhm.
whatever game is on, that's your time. Like you say, that's the only day that you have off work. Surely anybody can understand that you want that day to do whatever you want. And if you're graceful enough to let them feel that day with you, then they should be happy enough just to be with you.
Absolutely.
I got two ladies flanking me. Is that real? If I
What you
communicate,
mean?
if I communicate that with you, that's what I like to do. Do y'all really should respect that? Because it could be, just like Texas here and there. What you doing? And me, I'm trying to grasp it. Me, I would say, well, what do you think I'm doing?
Mhm.
It's Sunday. You should know what I'm doing. It's week 9.
Hmm.
Well, I think when you know your partner and you know your mate, the text message, if one needs to be sent, then it's going to be, "Hey, babe, enjoy the games today." You know what I mean? I
Right.
hope your team wins or something like that. If they just feel the need to reach out to you, it shouldn't be what you're doing when it's obvious they know what's happening. And if they don't know, then they should. Be attentive to your partner and what they need and just supplement that. That's it.
Or just leave them be. That's their
Right.
day. Find
Mhm.
you something to do. You don't have to be right there with them. Find you something to do. That's their day.
That's
Leave it to them.
and that's the reason why I asked that question. Is that real? Do
Yes.
you just take the back seat and that's on that day, or those days that football is on and say, all right, I know Sunday and Mondays is his day. I know that there's the days that he set aside to watch football, and I'm gonna lay low. I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna bother him or her if that's really what's important to them, and I'm not gonna allow that to be an issue either. Saying,
Mhm.
"Oh, well, you put football over me, or you don't pay me no attention on these days, or whatever the case may be." Where's the fine line at, ladies? Help us understand where the fine line is. For somebody who might be struggling with that, how can we, as the person who's wanting to do that, still walk that fine line to where we're still being attentive to to whoever?
Well,
Well,
they
I
already know that's your day. Number one, they know that's your day. And T, you can call bullshit all you want to. I've been in that situation. My ex-husband, that was his day. He loved football. I didn't bother him on that day. I found something to do. I found things to occupy my time. I
Mhm.
have no problem with that.
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I see it's being called bullshit too. Like, and I get it. For some women, it may be problematic. It may be something that is, not befitting for them, or they're not able to easily adjust to. But I feel like if what matters to your partner is important, then you're going to make it where as though you adjust to just that, because you're going to make
Hmm.
it work. You're not going to be antagonizing. You're not going to always want to make it where as though you two are tussling back and forth and arguing about him wanting to watch football on Sunday, or him needing a specific day to do certain things. That's just not the way true partnership should work. So, I mean, I hear you, but adjust. It's easy.
So let's go
Yeah.
back. Thank you for helping to get the understanding out there, right? Let's go back to something that y'all said earlier too. We could be laid up watching a movie, and I could have my phone in my hand, and we're supposed to be enjoying the movie. What if it's a chick flick, or what if we watching Lifetime, or we watching something that you want to watch? I ain't too interested in it. I'm interested in your presence. You might be laying on my chest. I might got my arm around you, or you might be close to me. But I'm doing something that's entertaining me. Why this is entertaining you, but we still together. What about that? Is it always does things always have to be a negative if somebody else is doing something that we don't want them to do?
Not at all. Not at all. I feel like too, again, that's what I was saying. If we were watching a movie together, like if I'm watching my favorite show and it might not necessarily be your favorite show, then obviously, you're finding other things that is occupying your time or entertaining you during the time that I'm watching my favorite show. But if we're watching something collectively, then obviously I would say, oh, well, your attention is not on the movie that we're supposed to be watching. So I think it's just all, depending on the situation.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't quite know how to answer that because, again, let you do you, let me do me.
Right.
That's all, just plain and simple. If we are watching a movie together, yeah, I like to be touchy feely. I haven't had a problem with that so far with the ones who I watch movies with. I mean, we touch on each other, or in between breaks in the commercial, we may discuss the movie. But just just be happy with whatever you do. Just be happy. And if you're vibing with that person anyway, if y'all got the same energy, it's not going to be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem anyway. That's if y'all are on the same vibe.
Exactly.
So y'all know what y'all just did? We
Right.
took out something that y'all said y'all wouldn't like in the beginning. That was something that's a big problem. We had a discussion, and y'all both came to the consensus that it really isn't a problem as long as we both enjoying each other. It kind of don't matter
Mm-hmm.
what else is around us going on. Is almost just like, all right, cool, we cool with being in each other's presence. Just because a person got their phone in their hand and they're not paying you the attention that you might be paying them, don't mean that they're not happy with you being there. Or just because they doing something else other than what you're doing does not necessarily mean, like T said, that you died. Right? So it's just more or
Mm-hmm.
less talking things out with each other and coming to a consensus and just saying, you know what? Hey, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. Let's meet in the middle to
Meet
where
in the middle.
Exactly.
to where we both are comfortable with what's going on. And then you
Mm-hmm.
know what happens? You got a better time with each other. You can vibe a little better. You can, what I mean, you don't mind coming around each other because you already know that they're gonna be open minded about whatever is going on. Shit, I might put my phone down and roll over and get on top, or I might pull you close and just be and put the phone down as I'm doing what I'm doing and we watch a good movie together. It lends itself to so many different possibilities when we keep our minds open and not close them just because we don't understand what's going on. Any last words, ladies?
Nope.
That was a good one.
Nope.
That was
Yeah,
good.
that was.
That
Mm-hmm.
get right into shenanigans right now. Unfortunately, we lost another one of our young black men. And I ain't even going to say we lost another rapper. I'm going to say we lost another one of our young black men, talented
Mm-hmm.
young black men, who was killed. One third of the rapper, 1/3 of the group, the Migos, TakeOff, was shot and killed in Houston this week, um, and it's unfortunate. Before we examine this topic, we're going to say rest in peace to TakeOff, and our condolences from Uncensored Minds to the family of TakeOff and say, our prayers and our heartfelt wishes are with you during this rough time.
Yes.
If you don't know who TakeOff is, again, he's a part of the rap group the Migos. The Migos is a family. If you don't know, Quavo and TakeOff are actually uncle and nephew, with Offset being their cousin, TakeOff's cousin. So it's a family affair there when it comes to that group. What's your thoughts on that?
So senseless. Just so senseless. Another senseless act of violence stemming from egos, arguments, nonsense, another life lost, another family to mourn. Um, it's so hard to continue to see it constantly. You know what I mean? It's just so hard.
Yeah, it is. I feel for the family. I feel for his mom. I did not watch the clip of it. I do not like to watch people take their last breath. But from things that I've heard, dice game or whatever, when we get to a certain point in our life, it's okay to let your friends go, so-called friends. It's okay because one thing about it, if you're vibrating up, it's okay to leave the low vibrational people where they are. Sometimes you have no choice but to move on because you don't need to do those same things that you were doing when you were down there at the low vibrational level. So, with that being said, we have a lot of people that as they move up, they listen to people be like, oh, see, you don't know me now. Don't listen to that. It's not that they don't know you, it's just that they're trying to move away from that lifestyle. They have moved away from that lifestyle. And it's okay to live the lifestyle that you have earned. So, people, when you get to a certain place, you got to leave certain things alone because people are jealous. People are jealous of you, and you never know what they would do just to bring you down.
And that video was crazy. I did watch it.
Watch it as well.
Hmm.
I watched several different takes on it. I watched the one where the argument ensued. It had a back and forth, banter back and forth with each other, and then just other people just pulled out guns and start shooting, and he was hitting the crossfire. It was so crazy as all the eyewitnesses and everybody that night said he was the most calm and chill person that whole night. He was out.
Mm.
He wasn't making no noise. He was chilling. He was the reclusive one. And
Hmm.
as you can see, bullets don't got no name. Drama don't
Mm.
have no name. It can find you when you put yourself in these type of situations. And sometimes we won't even got to be put in situations. It's just that we got to be mindful and careful of, of our surroundings, right? Um, he got shot in the head. What was it? Twice each, and once in the
And once in the chest.
Mm.
uh, all because of all because of it seemed like jealousy and disagreements from one camp versus Quavo, and they going back and forth, and you got his people, and then they got their people, and it just got out of control.
Hmm.
I've lost because of it.
Right. And I heard allegations that it was a private party. Like it was a private party where allegedly like everybody was patted down and there was supposed to be no guns on the like I mean, these are all accounts and different stories, but so apparently that the individual or the individuals who had guns were a part of the camp that whose party it was. Um and therefore that's how the guns, but it seemed that nobody else had guns or were to have guns, period. So it's just like unfortunate, and it's sad that the videos can help piece together kind of what happened and what took place, but then it's also horrific for the people to relive that, to see it on social media, um, for us as just humans to watch someone's life be taken. It's just horrible. So those videos, unfortunately, are helpful to law enforcement, etc., but then also kind of horrific to just see plastered all over social media.
Let's take it a step further, right? And the reason why I want to take it a step further for the audience is because we had this conversation at length on Thursday, and there were layers that we peeled back on Thursday, and we want to ask these questions to the audience. When you see and hear commotion, are you staying to see what's going on, or are you getting out of there before something tragic happens? Are you pulling out your cell phone and recording, or standing around just to see what the commotion is, or are you getting out of there before it hits the fan per se?
I'm gone. I am gone. No questions asked. I've never been one to stick around for petty stuff anyway. I mean, even as a little person, I've never liked drama. I write drama, but I don't live it. I'm gone. First sign or first sight of an argument, I'm gone. I won't even be able to tell you what the second word was. I'm gone. Plain and simple.
Mm-hmm. I know not in all times, sometimes your family member, your relative, your best friend, sometimes may be the one that's engaging in the commotion. So, the majority of the time, I'm out. If there's a time like that, maybe I'm trying to, intervene and get my family or someone to like kind of chill out and be the person trying to bring some peace to the situation. That's the only time that I'm sticking around. But otherwise, if I have nothing to do with it, I'm not pulling out the phone. Like, you know what I mean? I am out of there.
Yeah,
No
because
ifs,
the
ands,
one time
buts.
that I tried to break up a fight, and this was between sisters, and I knew them both really well. I tried to break the fight up. One sister went to throw the cake at the other sister, and it hit me in my face. Well, then that made a whole total new fight come up. I mean,
Yeah.
I rant and raved about how stupid they both were and da 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 da. Well, then I realized how stupid I was for even trying to break it up or being there arguing with them. That taught me my lesson right there.
Also, another layer that we pulled back on this topic is, if that was your people, if TakeOff was your people, do you want to see the video?
No,
If that's one of your people laying on the ground and there's footage, do you want to see the video?
I'm not strong enough. No, no. I don't want to keep saying that over in my head. I'm not one of those people that can see it. I would hope that somebody will want to see it to see exactly what happened, but I don't want to see it.
Hmm. That one's difficult for me. That one's difficult for me. I don't think I gave a definitive answer for this when we discussed it on Thursday. I think because I'm on the fence about whether I would want to see it or not. In my mind, I would want to see it to know what happened, to try to hopefully gain a little more insight about the people involved. Just things that could be helpful to me in understanding why all of this happened. But in the same in the same breath, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, KD, I don't know if I would be strong enough to be able to watch that and have that live in my memory banks for the rest of my life. So yeah, I don't know for
I
sure.
want to see it. I need to see who was there. I need to see
Mhm,
who I'm going after. I need to see who I'm pulling up on. I need to see it all.
mhm.
First off, because I need closure, as Ebony said, I want to see it, one, to see what happened. If there's enough footage to show what happened. Because I don't never want to live in my mind for the rest of my life. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I lived that. And it's not, it's no fun. I struggle every day with my best friend's death because I'm like, damn, I should have been there. The reason why I want to see it is because, one, I need to see who and what was going on, who I need to come pull up on, and then two, the closure that I need from that. right? So it's everybody has their own takes on it, right? Going back to the question that I asked earlier about staying around for crowd, I don't even go out. I don't go out. I don't. I am work, home, work, an occasional trip to the mall, an occasional trip to, you know, an island somewhere to have a good time and relax. But when it comes to the shenanigans, I don't got time. People wild and crazy nowadays. You can't go out and enjoy yourself. You really can't even go to the corner store. You can't even go to
So true.
can't even go to your local watering hole anymore and have a good time, get a drink or chill with your homies without somebody coming in there crazy. So the extent of my travels is work and home, work, mall, and an occasional, if my homies got something at their house and it's just us, then I'm going because I know it ain't no foolishness going on. It ain't too many people I don't know, and I can trust everybody in the house. But even when it starts to get too rowdy, Nell's one of them guys that will show his face. Trust, you invite me somewhere, I'ma come. If I'm coming mid party, hey, how y'all doing? What's up? All right, I'm out. Or I'm coming in. All right, everything over. Just wanted to show up. Hey, how you doing?
Show my face, I'm out.
Yeah, the slide through.
Show my face.
Just for support.
That's it.
People don't know how to contain themselves when they get liquor in them. People don't know how to act when they get around people. And other people get jealous of you when they see you or they don't, you know, whatever. It just be craziness. So Nell keeps himself out of the mix and he do his own thing. So that's how you kind of safeguard yourself from these type of situations. But we can't live life in a bubble either. Right? Because we go, let's say we take our lady out on a date. Some foolishness pop off. What do? I gotta protect her. So gunshots go off. I gotta make sure she cool. I get hit. You know, I gotta take one for the team or whatever. But you gotta be careful out here. What's y'all thoughts on this topic before we move on? One last thought.
I like living in a bubble. I live in a bubble. Other than going to work, going to a store, I'm happy in my bubble. I can look outside that bubble and see what's going on. You can't trust people. People are quick to smile in your face today, but all the time they're planning your downfall because they secretly don't like you, or so they think it's secretly. But when they don't like you, they're gonna try to bring you down. So I'm happy in my bubble. I'm happy in my bubble.
Yeah, it's a shame we gotta kind of live our lives like that, but it's kind of what it's boiled down to nowadays.
Exactly. You know, even family. That's the thing. Even family and those closest to you would be the quickest ones not to like you or to try to bring you down or to be happy if they think you're down. So I stay in my bubble. Me and Ebby. Ebby come in my bubble.
I know that's right.
Other than Ebony, I don't have nobody in my bubble.
Yeah. Being home is the safest place. The safest place you could possibly be. I go from point A to point B. And I'm cool with that. I'm content with that. And it's always like, oh, well, you're always in the house and you don't do much. Okay, well, what am I gonna sure, I could go out and I can do some things, but then you face the possibility of a road rage incident, or somebody, you looked at somebody the wrong way, somebody bumped you. It's just always something. So it's just better to just chill and be out the way.
I'm able to be outside in the streets, so I stay home. I don't. My attitude and my temper is just out of control. So I just say, you know what, now, in order for you to save face, stay from behind bars or in a coffin, stay your ass home, live in your world. You know, I just know how it is. People crazy and they just testing you to test you, doing crazy wild stuff, and it just be like, all right, bro, you got it. I want to make it home. I want to see next week because this new sneaks come out next week and I need it. So I don't got time to argue with you today because I'm trying to see next Thursday because that's when the new Nikes come out and I need them. I mean, you gotta put positive spins on shit like that.
Something to live for,
Absolutely.
Nell. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Inspiration to
Absolutely.
live.
you gotta train your mind to look.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, train your mind to look for it. Right, that may be a crazy analogy,
Mm-hmm.
crazy alliteration, but
It's
you got
not crazy at all.
reasons to be able to make it back home safe and sound. Because people out here
Mm-hmm.
ready to crash out,
Yeah.
crash,
Yeah.
and
Without no problems. Yep. So can I just ask this before we move on?
Sure enough.
If you were Quavo in this situation, knowing that, you know, a lot of the arguments, a lot of the argument, you know, involved you. Like, what are you feeling right now?
Crazy. You know why it's crazy for him? Because that was his sister's son, his mother's grandson, his nephew. So not only was he a band member, but he was his nephew. When he see his sister, that was her son, and when he sees his mother, that was her grandson. So to know that it all started from a disagreement with you, that has to be that's haunting him that's going to haunt him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
That's why we gotta be cognizant of our behaviors when we're around our significant others. We gotta be cognizant of our behaviors, or cognizant of the behaviors of people that we're around. Because we could be put in a situation that we unaware of, or we could be putting them in a situation that they unaware of. That's why I'm really, 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 really tight-lipped when it comes to my personal life. And people may think I'm hiding or whatever. I'm tight-lipped because I don't want to sacrifice my family for a look or for nothing. Oh, no, why you don't do this and you don't post this and you don't talk about that? Ain't for everybody to know. Because let's say I piss somebody off or I do something to somebody, the first person they're going to come get is somebody who they can come and get if they can't get to me. Because I put myself so much in my own hole that you can't get to me. So now you're looking for people that you know I'm associated with. That's why I keep my private life real private. Because I don't want to expose nobody and harm nobody for a life that I might be living or what I got myself into. Because I got to live with that for the rest of my life while they gone.
Right.
Yeah, and I've learned that, Neil. You know, just on this show alone, as far as like keeping your private life private, and especially your loved ones, don't give them ammunition. That's key. Do not give people ammunition. And you're right. If you posting your loved ones up, they can't get to you. Then next best thing that they're gonna do is to get to the one closest to you, just to hurt them or to bring them out.
Just look at all these rappers that's died in the past 2 years. PNB Rock a month ago. Pop Smoke a year ago. You know, reason why I bring up them names is because locations was dropped and people drop on them. Right? So if you're looking for them, you know where to find them because the location was dropped. So you know now where to go. I'm cognizant of who I bring to my house. I'm nervous about who I share my address and shit with when I'm sending off packages and stuff, because you never know what is outside of them doors lurking to destroy what you built, or to take away from what you built, or to cause issues on what you got because they just can't get what they want. You got to be careful with that, because you might have a person that's jealous, or you didn't give them the time of day that they wanted. So now they want to make an example out of you, or do things to you to show you why you should have chose them, or they just so fucked up in their mind that they got to do wild, crazy stuff. That's why I'm cool. I don't got too much company over here. I don't do much of the socializing in the house. I keep all that cool.
Right.
I keep all that cool because I gotta lay my head here. I gotta be safe in here. I gotta make sure I'm up every morning and comfortable. I can't jeopardize that. What about y'all, lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
you don't let too many people know where you lay your head.
Mm-mm.
That's giving them the open doorway right there. Like even when I'm taking pictures, which I don't even do that much anymore, but even when I was taking pictures, I was confident about my address showing in the back or anything in my background showing that could give away to where I am. Even to the location, I make sure that that location is changed. That location is not going to be where I am, what they see on that picture or whatever. They paranoid or whatever, call it whatever it may be, but I do not trust people, and it's bad that things that times have gotten like that, that we
Mm-hmm.
cannot trust people anymore. And I was said until I'm blue in the face, it's the ones closest to you that you can't trust, because the ones closest to you are the ones who can get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
It's
true.
that world. That's why we preach. That's why you always hear me preaching. And some people may call it narcissistic behavior, or you exhibiting narcissistic traits because you don't. I don't post everything, or I don't tell everything. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to let it see 42,
Hmm.
44, 45. So if that's going to keep me safe and sane, so be it. You gotta have every definition in the book that you want to label me at. But I tell you
Amen.
this, we went on a trip. If y'all recall, we had a show where we did Uncensored Minds when I was away in Europe, right? When I was on vacation. There was a group. Everybody in my group was family. It was a family trip we did every year. But we also had people that was friends of ours, right? From our family. They posted that they were out of the country, not just out of town, out of the country. Their house was robbed,
Mm.
ransacked, because people knew that they wasn't home. Because they posted
Hmm.
their location. They had to tell everybody that they was in Italy and France and Spain, having a great time in front of the Eiffel Tower. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I was there. But what you're doing is you're giving people a pass to come into your world if they looking to
Yep.
come here and do whatever
Hmm.
they want to do, because you're not home to defend your home.
That's right.
That's why you
Mm-hmm.
gotta be cognizant of doing things, showing everybody where you're at and telling everybody your business. People may say, "Well, Nell, you post pictures of." Yeah, I posted them a week after I came home.
After you
They
came
were home
home.
already. Motherfuckers in my neighborhood
Right.
Mm-hmm.
try me. They knew they was going to try me. So that I do things to do things, but I do things when I'm home and I can defend whatever I got. I ain't
Right.
putting myself in a precarious situation for somebody to catch me out and about lacking either. And
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get got, but I just make it hard for people to get in my business because I don't share my business.
Right.
Right.
We're gonna move on to
Right.
that topic. That was I know that was long winded, and we opened up the show with the death of Takeoff. Again, rest in peace to Takeoff. Our prayers and condolences are with his family as they go through this hard and tough time. Ladies, any final thoughts, questions, whatever in regards to that?
No,
Just
just prayers to his family. Rest in peace. Take off.
just many, many prayers to his family, and my heart goes out to them all.
Atlanta has lost a good guy. He was from the Atlanta area, the North,
Hmm.
and he was such an inspiration to his community. He was such an inspiration to the young people. He was just a real, real, real good guy. So shout outs to again his family and prayers are with them. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Another
All
tragedy.
right.
Another tragedy.
Mm.
Is the rapper Davido. Davido was an African rapper who has had mainstream success here and also in Africa. Um, his 3-year-old son died drowning in the pool at his home. Davido was gone. The wife was gone. He lost his 3-year-old son drowned in a pool, and he's taking it very hard. One, it was only child, and then two, because of the maids and the nannies and things like that, allowed this to happen. He's suing 83 members of his staff because of this situation. I couldn't imagine.
Mm. Mm.
Wow.
That's
That's a tough
horrible.
one.
That's a
That's
tough
a
one.
mm. Mm. Mm.
And it's like I leave my child in the care of someone that I trust, someone that is hired specifically for that. Um, to then hear this horrific news that my kid is gone. And they said that it seemed that he was in the pool. It wasn't like a thing where he was like drowning and they were running to his aid and it was too late. It seemed that he had drowned and he was there for some time before it was even noticed
Right.
that he had drowned. So that just, it's a lot of negligence there. And I know that the police are investigating and trying to get down to the bottom of really what happened. I'm hoping that maybe, the property is surrounded with video footage and cameras and things like that, where they can piece together some things and kind of really see what's what. But that's a horrific thing to experience.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I can't even wrap my mind around. I can't even wrap my mind around it. That would be one of those cases where I would absolutely lose it and black out and can't say what I would or would not do. I I just cannot fathom trusting someone with my child. And obviously they trusted her. She was the nanny. And you took your eyes off my child and didn't even wasn't even missed 4 hours. 4 hours and you were having a party. Um, I know T and Nell them, they always kid me about this, but that would be one time that Karen D would be a killer. Somebody would die. Somebody would die. And I'm not lying. That's why I say I would lose it. Because I would feel like I got nothing else to lose. My child is gone. I got nothing else to lose. Plain and simple. Somebody would die. It may be me, but somebody would die.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Hmm.
Aaron, you ain't gotta. I know we get on you about being a shooter first, but shoot that day. Shoot that.
You ain't lying.
Day.
Okay.
I would have lost
Mm.
my entire mind.
Mm-hmm.
My entire mind. I come home
Mm.
to hear, or I get a call saying my child is no longer here. It drowned. And it's in the care of somebody who I entrusted. That's why I got to be careful in mind of who we leave our kids with, our love,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
not even just our loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But at a certain point in time, our parents start to become almost like our children, and we have to take care of them, and we have
Hmm.
to put them in the right care. If we can't take care of them the way that we need to take care of them too. So you got to be mindful of the people who you put entrusting these loved ones in the care of, and it,
When my son was younger, I never let him even stay with anyone. He was 4 before I left him in the care of my parents. Even my husband and I had went to a game, overnight game. That was our first time ever leaving our son with anyone. And best believe, as soon as we got back, we were getting our child. I mean, that's just something I did not do. I didn't leave him in the care of anyone. I really didn't. I
Yeah.
just didn't trust it.
Yeah. That was me too. Just my mom
Hmm.
or one of my aunts. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously somebody, two people that I extremely trusted, you know what I mean, that I would
Hmm.
trust with my own life. So I
Exactly.
agree. I agree. It's difficult. And especially being in the entertainment and being having to always be on the road and on the go, you kind of probably feel like you got a good team in place. You know, he had other staff there as well as the nanny. You know, it was other people around, and you kind of feel like, okay, I hired these professionals to do, you know, what I need them to do, and I trust in them that all will be well. And then for that to not happen, it's just like a gut punch. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like, damn, you know, did I misjudge? Or like, then you start probably looking
Yeah.
at yourself a little bit too, like what else could I have done? That's a
Exactly.
sin. But two, and not to cut you off now, but two, I used to think I have a friend that actually took all three of his children at the age of, I think, like 10 months to swimming combat, like swimming classes, all babies. They were all babies learning um, these techniques of if they are to fall into a pool or if they are to be faced with a drowning situation, and they are trained and taught um, you know, exact survival techniques. And I used to think to myself, I used to say, well, wow, you know, 10 months, that's kind of early. Is it really a waste of money? Like, do they really need it? But that is just techniques and something that could be life saving.
Right.
You know what I mean? Could be life saving.
I am. It seems like we say this every week, but rest in peace. Our condolences are with Davido and as they mourn the death of his 3-year-old son. Again, it's tragic, tragic. Um, with November now upon us, Tuesday is a very important day for us here around in America. Why? Is it because it's the November primary? And the November primary will lend itself to seeing who takes control of the House. Governor seats are up for grabs in certain states. You have a number of different political parties looking to jockey themselves in order to help their party in 2.5 years when we vote for a new president. Our question is, do you just vote? And if you do, are you just voting for whoever?
I go first. I will go first. Now, this year, however, I am not exercising my right to vote. But when I first began voting, as I said on Thursday, and I said with proud, I vote because grandma said to vote. They died and made that right to us to vote, because there was a time when us brown folks were not allowed to voice our opinion. And grandma said, you better vote Democrat. God dang it. That's what I was doing. I was doing what grandma said. But as time went on, I don't know much about politics because I don't do politics. Truth is, I don't believe any of the politicians. In my mind, they are all, let's just say, they cannot hold true to their words. They promise one thing, but they get in there, and for one reason or another, all that was promised goes under. So, no, I do not trust them. I don't know how to trust them. So, when I do vote, I am voting to give honor to my ancestors. And I don't always vote Democrat. Let's get that straight. Because there are some, I'll look at that board when it's local. If I don't agree with them, they're not getting my vote.
What's up, twin?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, twin?
How's everybody doing? Yeah, what's going on?
Everything is everything.
KD voted.
KD did what now?
She voted for Trump, y'all.
Oh shit!
Not even.
What we voting on?
Not even.
What we voting on?
What's your take on that, Ish? Or just voting, or you putting stock into these candidates out here? Are you watching these commercials that come on every 13 seconds?
Yeah, first of all, them commercials is fuckery.
Can't wait.
Pure fuckery, them commercials. But no, seriously though, when I vote, just because I am in the law field, I am very familiar and educated a good part of the time, not all of the time, but a good part of the time. I know a little bit of something about each candidate, what's going on, whether it be, governors, judges, etc. That's just the field that I'm in, you know what I mean? And we stay very up to date on that type of stuff. It doesn't mean that I necessarily vote, but I am pretty familiar and educated with a good portion of the candidates, right? But typically when I vote, I'm voting with a purpose, and you know what I mean? I know exactly who I'm voting for, and believing in, sometimes or the majority of the time what they stand for. And it's pretty much only pointed elections that I'm voting in. So I don't just blind vote. I don't do that.
Are we voting on these nuts?
Man, they all is.
I'm just saying, like,
They all.
what are we
This is
doing?
true.
What's
I
up,
mean,
Ellen? I see you.
here in Pennsylvania, we got Dr. Oz. Y'all know who Dr. Oz is from the Dr. Oz show.
What are we doing?
Running up against this gentleman by the name of Fetterman who had a stroke.
No. I didn't mean those nuts. Literally, I meant like your
They-
nuts. Like, are we voting on these nuts?
This and none of not going on here. It's just crazy. Like, dude, this is where it goes back to your own core values. If you don't got values, if you don't have your own core values within yourself, do it matter what somebody tell you? They're going to tell you anything they're going to tell you to get you to come out there and vote. They're going to tell you they're going to lower taxes. They're going to tell you they're going to do healthcare right. They're going to tell you that they're going to do this, that, and the third. And they get in there and they do absolutely nothing. Like, we had a mayor, and we played this clip a couple of months for y'all ago where the mayor of Philadelphia said,
right,
he don't want to be the mayor no more. And this guy still got 3-4 more years to go. And it's upsetting. You waste people's time. They go stand in line, they go vote, they exercise their right to vote, and you say some things like that, or you get in the office and you completely do the opposite. It's too much going on. There's too much craziness going on. Anybody really for the people?
Hold on. No, I wanna address this right now. So, unless you're like dealing in like big contractual business or things of these natures, regardless of who you vote for, regardless of who gets in office, every day you get up, Nell, what you gotta do, man?
Go to work.
You gotta do what you gotta do. These motherfuckers are irrelevant in my everyday life. Like, so
irrelevant, absolutely. That's why I don't put much stock into it. I don't worry myself. I don't sit up there and be like, oh my God, who am I going? I don't got time for that, because at the end of the day, they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. They're going to pass the laws that they want to pass. They're going to do what they want to do. And it's just going to be what they wanted to be. So I have to.
And ain't a damn thing we can do about it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
At all.
But I'm not going to be hypocritical either and sit up here and say, oh, I'm just going out here and voting because my ancestors paved the way.
Well, I wouldn't call that hypocritical. You call it being hypocritical. I call it being loyal to grandma.
You can't get upset.
You call it what you want. I'm being loyal. You call it what you want. You are welcome to. I respect that. But myself, I call it being loyal to grandma. I don't care what nobody says.
I mean, nobody's personally attacking you. That's it. I'm speaking my truth. I'm speaking.
You calling it hypocritical?
No. Speaking my truth. No one was attacking you. I'm saying for me, I'm not just going out here voting just to vote because of what my ancestors done. Congratulations. Thank you that there's people out here that have the right to vote, and whatever. And cool, it's out here for them to do. But if I don't believe in something, I'm not just going to do it just because it's the popular thing to do.
Right.
I'm not just moving with status quo.
Right.
Because you know what happens when you do that? You get the same fuckery that we get every day. When you start to take a stand and say, I'm not doing something, and it starts affecting bottom lines, and it starts affecting results, and it starts affecting different numbers, then they start to listen a little bit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So pay attention. They want you to go do that because they know that's what's a prerequisite for our culture. Right. Oh yeah, we gave them the right to vote, so they just going to do it because it's the right thing to do because they fought so hard for it, so they just going to go do anything. No, you got to stand up to these people. Yes, we earn the right to vote, but you got to give us something to believe in and vote for. Just because my vote is, you got to earn who me. You can't just have me because.
Well, like I say, in anything they say anyway, I don't believe. Now, as each say, she is well versed or pretty well versed in each of the candidates. When I go to the polls, when I do go to the polls, I'm gonna read what they are so-called fighting for. I'm gonna read over that. Do I believe it? No, because I do not trust politicians. And that I do not care who knows. I don't trust politicians. They can have the great intentions, but their hands are going to be tied by the cabinet anyway. One person is not going to have that power.
That's why I said, Helen, are we voting on these nuts? I don't know.
That's a real pertinent question. So y'all, I'm going to say this, Helen. This election should be taken seriously. And the reason why I say that, one of the offices outside of the presidency that holds more weight than anything else is the governor's role in that state. The governor has more authority over congressmen, senators, and also these House of Representatives. They control that state. So if you elect a governor who has left-wing views, when they get in the office, they're going to institute the things that you don't want them to have. Pay attention this year. Roe versus Wade was overturned by a majority Republican. What's the big court name? Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
Right? The Supreme Court overturned that. The governors in the states, in their respective state, has the authority to enact that law. You have certain states that are going with it, and you have certain governors who said, I am not for that. So if you have
can I say something real quick? Because
that's how you got a job. You got to do your homework.
Get this shit out.
Stop playing with.
Look, my main purpose of not voting for, particular people in general is because majority of the time these people are figureheads or puppets, and there's bigger business going on behind the scenes that we don't even be privy to. So I would just choose not to engage in that kind of fuckery. But there will be times where, when you get into big business, that you have to, see what's going on and move around in that area. But as of now, I'm good.
Yeah. That's why I just, again, no shot. I just can't just go vote just because it is. I can't just go out here and just push buttons just because my ancestors gave me the opportunity to. Because that means I'm going with the fuckery. I'm going with the bullshit. I'm not trying to make a change. I'm just doing something just to do it because it's popular now. And that only creates controversy and ill will. You know what this reminds me of? The situation that's happening with Kyrie Irving.
All right, before we get on to Kyrie, now I want to know, what are your personal thoughts on Barack Obama?
That's my dog. My personal opinion is given an opportunity to try to impact and elect change. He tried. He's a man at the end of the day. No one has the power to be more than that other than God.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, you outnumbered, dog.
You're outnumbered. But I still respect
definitely
going out there and putting his life on the line to affect change.
Right.
Because that's what he
Mhm.
did. Look what we have now.
Look, no, that's where I want to stay right there, because I see Diana in the chat saying that's what we have to do to make changes. And that's a part of what we have to do to make changes. But another part of that is, starting to make these changes on your own, and coming together as a unit, as a community, things of that nature. Those kind of upstairs changes, we have to start below that first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely. We can affect change upstairs if downstairs ain't right. You know
Right.
what I mean? It starts in our homes, right? You gather up your troops and you become a force.
Right.
And y'all get on the same page and y'all move in unison.
Right.
Because then you can walk outside and y'all can have the same voice together, and then multiple people hear that. And
No, we know people in our hood or our community, however you want to title it, that have more power than the mayor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
You got street dudes, you got
right,
street and OGs that's in the hood that have way more power than the mayor, and can
right,
have some of these young bulls put the guns down. You
right,
can have a lot more safer streets if they spoke up or they took charge, right? So when we don't believe in these figureheads who are just figureheads, then you understand what's going on, right? And you see that for what it's worth, and you start to move accordingly. But I still respect
right.
Barack Obama for just even if it ain't for political reasons, I respect him for the grace,
Right.
the
Mhm.
prestige that he brought to the office. The black man always was looked upon as
Well,
being.
hold
I
on,
gotta go in it. I'm going.
hold on,
I'm
Dell,
going.
hold on, Dell,
That's
hold
my
on,
dude.
Dell, hold on. Obama's cool, but is Diana telling us to endorse the drug dealers? That's all, I'm just asking.
I'm one of them. Used to can't when we get RICO laws, we get the RICO charges, we get
The
the
Rico charge.
yeah, they'll let them lay.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta
You
let
let
them
them
chill.
chill. They keep community safe. They
I
keep
get it.
peace.
Right.
And to get me indicted.
Yeah, I
Gonna
mean,
let them. No, but uh, sometimes you got these rogue candidates that go rogue, these people that go rogue and they want to do something different, but we don't elect them.
right,
They're not the pretty popular vote. We want to elect people that's been in office for 20, 30 years and have done nothing for us because of their name
right,
or because of their affiliation with a certain party or their affiliation with certain people. We got to stop being blinded to the facts and create our own opportunities, right? We got to be out. We got to go out here and hire. I mean, not hire, but elect new blood that looks, talks, and walks like us. That's the only way things could ever be done in a position to help us.
but no, that's what I'm saying. Because even when you do that, once they get into the game, they get swept up into the
Yeah,
business as well.
as you see it all the time here in Philly, right? We got
Right.
we had the young man, what's his name, Kiana Johnson, who was doing major things for South Philly, got
Right.
caught up, even though it allegedly got caught up, even
Right.
though he beat his trial this past week or past 2 weeks, he beat that. You
Right.
still get these guys who get caught up in nonsense. You know why? Because don't nobody want to see us in these powers, and no
I
one
mean,
is in these roles.
even if they do look, even if they do want to see us in those positions, they're using you. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's all a game.
Right, that's all the game.
It's all a game.
Yeah, I already told y'all. Like I'm running for mayor, and I'm running on. If I run for mayor, it's two or three things that I'm fixing. I'm not going to say I'm fixing crime and all that because you can't.
Right.
I'm fixing the roads. I'm gonna pave every street and every road in this city. Right. That's the first because it's crazy out here. Second, I'm gonna get everybody $10,000 stimulus check.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Y'all better vote
Hey
Nell
now, I'm
in.
voting.
NG.
Vote
Y'all
now.
better vote
See,
Nell
that's
in.
how you get votes.
That's how you get it.
Yeah.
Pay the
Right.
money, right?
Mhm.
And I'm letting everybody have off on Friday. We got a
Woo!
3-day
Y'all
week.
better get to voting.
That's what
Vote
I'm
for
doing.
Nell
I ain't,
Garrett.
I'm not even going to come out here and talk about some. I'm going to try to stop crime. I'm going to, because you know what? I'm giving y'all off on Friday, so y'all going to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Get
To
everybody
spend that
$10
stimulus money.
check, and I'm going to fix the streets.
Mhm.
Where you want? My
Yeah,
vote,
them
get
streets
my
is
vote.
horrible.
2024. I'm running. 2024. That's in 2 years. I'm running for something.
Let's get to it, man. I did want to say, since I came on late, I did want to say, RIP to TakeOff and RIP to Davido's son. And the TakeOff thing.
Hey, say, hold on, say.
What's up?
You can't please niggas. You can't please niggas.
You know what?
Now give us a 4. I can't give y'all 4. I can give you 3. Work with me, niggas.
Look, in the TakeOff matter, people don't realize that the Migos, like, it's a little younger generation, but since I'll be outside DJing for the kids, I hear this all the time. Like, they specifically changed a sound of music, the Migos in general.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not only a loss as a black man, it's a loss, into entertainment in the music industry. It's a heavy loss because they did something that we might not see for another 10 years.
Forever.
Right.
Forever.
So, RIP to everybody, man.
RIP. And protect me at all costs, because they might try to kill me after I announce my candidacy.
Oh shit.
And I'm not endorsing you because they're not going to put the RICO on me. I'm staying low.
Yo,
Diana talking about, will I endorse you? I'm staying low, Diana.
they go dig so deep in our past, bro.
You know what I mean?
The shit that we
It's
did
gonna be
97, 98, and 99, we can't.
it's
bro.
gonna be those commercials. It's gonna be those commercials. Do you really know who Darnell Gathers is?
The way we was moving in high school was real
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, that's different, man. Well,
Look who's up.
Where we at?
The voter.
The voters up. What's up, KD?
What's up, KD? Karen's Corner.
What's up? Karen's Corner already? Well, first of all, let me apologize to all y'all who are coming. I can't see shit. I'm just gonna let y'all know that now. I can barely see these faces up here. So for those of you commenting, my apology that I cannot see your comments. But anyway, we're gonna move into Karen's Corner. This week's letter, it comes from a young lady of 38. It says, my boyfriend of 5 years and I have lived together most of the years we have been together. We have had our good times and bad times. I have 2 children that are not his, and he has 2 that are not mine. My children lives with us, and his children come over to visit. I have no problem with them coming to spend time with our dad. On October the 31st, we went out to eat and had a great day without the horror until 10 p.m. Then, to my horror, our house became like a rendition of Ike and Tina. Backing up a little, after coming back from eating, we played games until around 8 p.m. He announced he was going to go pick up his children. I had no problem with that. He even used my car to go get them. My night turned over at 10 p.m. My boyfriend announced he was going out with the guys, and I told him he just got his children, and I was not babysitting. He suggested to me that my oldest son could babysit his children. I told him that my child was not a babysitter. We had word for word until he came up behind me and ramboed me from behind. I was completely caught off guard. This man had never hit me before. The fight escalated outside, where he began dragging me by my hair, pulling out my braids, ending with spitting on me.
Ew.
I am 38 years old and never had a man hit me. let alone spit on me. I
Ew.
am totally done with him. The cops were involved, and I have put in a court order to have him removed from the home that we share. Am I wrong for wanting him out of my home? Absolutely not wrong whatsoever. Man, I had to read that one over and over. When I saw the spitting did it for me. My opinion, no, you're not wrong. No one can tell you what you can, how to feel. And if you feel that respected and want that man out of your life, out of your home, by all means, get him out of there. Because it seemed that the spitting is what really got to her. Or maybe the hitting. Because she said he had never hit her. She had never been hit before. And with some women, all it takes is one time and they're finished. What's y'all take on this, guys,
I'm
about the
lost.
spitting?
I'm lost.
I'm lost too.
Why y'all are always lost when I have a letter? So what's new? What's new?
Because Katie, we're always lost because it's so fucking obvious. Like, of course you're not wrong. He spit on you and he fucked you up. Put his ass out. How are we even gonna
So
say that you're
how are
wrong?
you lost on that?
No,
I'm
we
lost
lost.
at
How
I'm
you
lost
ask
at
that?
why is that a question? Like that's
Yeah,
not even a question.
Well, usually y'all be like, well, no, give him a chance. You never know. I mean, you just had
I
an
never
argument.
said give somebody a chance that beat your ass and spit on
yeah.
you. I never said
Mm-mm.
that. I never said that.
They don't want you.
so so y'all are in total agreement that she should have a court order and have him put out. His name is on the house and
No,
everything,
I'm
but
no, I'm saying that I'm
He
not
would have
mad at her.
been.
I'm not even saying that this is not a repairable situation.
okay.
What I'm saying is that I'm not mad at her for
You
putting him out.
surprised me.
What'd you say?
Y'all surprised me.
Why is that surprising?
I don't know. Y'all usually find some kind of way for the male to be right. I
Never.
didn't think
Nah,
y'all could
if
on
they
this.
would have did that
I
tonight,
didn't
K
think they
Day,
could on this one.
that would have been some shit. Cause I'd have been like,
I
oh, y'all just going around. It's cool to spit on people now.
yeah, yeah,
Never.
yeah.
Never will.
And
Never will
Right.
I agree to that. What I'm saying
Right.
is that of course she's justified in putting him out, but I will say that this could be a repairable situation.
Not that she confused. I mean, not that she ain't. She
She's
flat.
surprised at us.
We
She's
on her
surprised
tongue.
at us.
Throwing me. I be so blown. The way
you
you
say repairable, T? How is this repairable?
um, I apologize. Shit got out of hand, and let's work together. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, I guess it could be repairable
I'm
in
from
some
the hood,
people's
Katie. I
eyes.
didn't see niggas get hit in the head with irons before. What you talk about?
Well, yeah,
Right. That's
it's
true.
it's the spitting thing for me. It's
Hmm.
the spitting.
So would you rather be
Mm.
spit on or somebody hit you on your head with an iron?
hitting the head with an iron. She want.
Well, if they hit me in the head with the iron, I'm probably not going to live through it anyway to even try to forgive them for it. But no, this day and time, neither one of them, T. But spitting, definitely, it's a no-no. That is the lowest form that a
I've seen
person
people
can
get.
do to you.
I've seen people get spit on before, so I'm not going to sit here and act like that. That never
I
fucking
mean,
happened.
I've seen people do it. I just never had it done to me.
So that's what I'm asking you,
They
Katie.
would
So
not be living.
have you seen people get spit on and then they still be together after that?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I have.
That's
I
not
have.
a. That's what I'm saying.
I
No,
have.
Jennifer, I'm not cool with a woman spitting on me. What I'm saying is that doesn't mean I killed you, fucking serial killers. Once again, that doesn't mean that you died. Like that's all I'm saying. Jesus, you're a sweet little baby Jesus that way you need her.
Well,
Yeah,
you the
because
prophet tonight.
Indeed, indeed. What's up? What's up, Ish? Have you seen it?
have I, no,
You've never
no,
seen it?
I've never seen it.
Oh shit!
And I'm, it's I guess it would be a little more dissecting to go along with it, because if he's it's odd to me that he went from zero to such an extreme,
Right.
and like never showed any signs of anything or never hit her before or nothing, and then he just busts out with this. Obviously something else is going on, but I would think that it would get to such a point where, ma'am, are you
Hold on.
what
Hold on.
what are
Hold
you
on.
doing?
Hold on,
Mhm.
Ish. Jennifer, if we worked it out, and once again, if I loved her, yes, I would stay with her. I don't understand y'all serial killing ass problem.
Now,
Like,
Ish, I'm like you though. I think that I mean, she says been some good times as well as some bad times, but that's a little extreme. You never put your hands on me before, never spit on me before. That is extreme, which would lead me to wonder, okay, what else is going on with this dude?
that's what I'm
Maybe he's
saying.
got something going
Right.
on that
That's
we
what
Maybe.
don't
I'm
know
saying.
about.
That's what I'm saying, Katie. So you don't know what set that off or what triggered that, and he's never physically done anything to you. So how can you say that's not a repairable, situation?
Cause the spit said that for me.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, she
can't.
said that spit. Hell no. Hell
Mm-mm,
no.
mm-mm. The spit
I
said it for
mean,
me.
yeah, maybe it was her unwillingness to watch the children that enraged him, but I don't know. That's kind of
People don't
yeah,
know.
that's kind
He
of
got
weird.
he could have got fired that day, man. One of his best friends could have got killed. You don't fucking know what's going on with people, man. It should be happening, and y'all just want to throw everybody to the fucking wolves. Serial fucking killers.
He
Well,
spit.
yeah, I don't want to get fucked up
He
and spit on.
spit.
I'm sorry you had a bad
No,
day,
I
but don't take it
did.
out on
Hold
me.
on, wait, hold on. Did I ever walk into this conversation and say, "Yo, go ahead and fucking spit on me"?
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think
I'm
I
not
fucking
saying
said that.
you. I'm not saying you per se, but I'm just saying like, all right, I get it. We all have bad days, but I'm not your punching bag.
Right.
Don't do that.
Just kill everybody.
Hmm. Yeah, I would have to be a serial killer on that one, T. Except for I don't know if it would be killing in my mind, but I would have to become a serial killer on that one.
I mean, y'all telling me y'all haven't seen worse shit? I've seen people get bleach thrown them. I've seen Mark get stabbed in the eye before now. Like I've seen million fucking scenarios where people still be together. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's justifiable. I'm not saying
Right.
you wrong if you choose to leave. I'm saying that don't automatically close to the door on everything.
Right.
Right.
Right. Right. And I mean, love is not that easy and simple and close cut anyway. So,
That's
sometimes,
true.
it can like easily happen and you can easily shut that door. And then there's other times where that just can't be done,
Yeah.
you know? So,
And I guess we never truly know how we will react to a situation until we are actually faced with that particular situation. We can sit here all day long and say how we would react, what we would do, but until we are actually faced with that situation, we truly don't know how we would react to it. I mean, I can see in my mind's eye now me killing them, but that's not to say that that will happen.
Serial killer.
mm,
I sit
Serial killer.
I
What's up,
sit
man?
here and my silence is deafening. And the reason why I say that is because something was said earlier about you never know what's going on in somebody's mind or what's going on in somebody's world to make them snap. That's true, but that's also too a cop out.
Mhm.
And we should be able we all think that we should be able to control our emotions until we're faced with that situation.
Mhm.
Um, the reason why it has me because at times I can see myself tiptoeing down that lane. That's the reason why I went and got help for my anger because who knows why your anger leads you to do the things you do or have the reactions the way that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And after you have these reactions, you're so sorry and you're so apologetic. Um, Putting your hands on somebody is the ultimate sign of disrespect, especially if you have been entrusted with their life and love.
Right.
Because the moment that you do that, you fractured something that was never ever looked at as even being an issue, right? No one ever like goes into a relationship with the fear of, oh, he's going to beat the shit out of me one day or she's going to hurt me. Until it happens, then it's now prevalent and present on their mind all the time. And yes, you can resurface from that and maintain a relationship, but the relationship is never going to be the same because that person that's been violated is always going to live in fear or always have that in the back of their mind. And you gotta seek help. You gotta let go of those things that are bogging down your minds that is making you go to those extremes. Um, you know, and figure it out. Hitting, regardless of if the person stays with you, is just a no. Spitting on somebody is a no. Um, even the even aggressive talk, even is a no. Because that's a sign of domestic violence, and that's a sign of abuse. And um, recognizing and understanding is the first step of putting yourself in a position to get help, to where if you do have those signs or you do have those symptoms, to where they're being
All right, hold on. I want to stay right there on that point that where you're at. So, if all of these things, are it, I want to see y'all females stand on this ground that Nell is pointing out. I want to see y'all stand on this ground. I don't want to see y'all accepting somebody calling you a bitch. I don't want to see you accepting none of this shit. If y'all want to stand on this hill, I want to see y'all stand on this hill. You can finish now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy, and even for us to have opinions about this and say, oh, yo, you shouldn't leave and you shouldn't do this or that person was wrong. If you ever raised your voice at somebody, if you ever raised your hand, you've pushed somebody, held somebody down, aggressive with them in a way that they weren't comfortable with, you're an offender.
Right.
Right? And I say that chuckingly with a chuckle, but there's nothing funny about it. And regardless if you're a man or female, you've gotta think before you do, because that could be the balance of going too far and totally losing yourself. Right. Don't ever put these things as, oh, that's my emotions and I was just emotional or I was just so angry. Because women, if you hit a man or you screaming and this, that, yelling and hollering, you can't say, well, that was just my emotions playing out. That's a sign of abuse. And fellas, the moment you put your hands on her, holding her down, putting your hands around around her neck, on her arms, or squeezing her too tight and it's hurting or harming her, or even talking down to her, whatever, or being aggressive, it's a sign of abuse. So we gotta make sure that the behaviors that we display in our most frustrated times are never a detriment to somebody else. And if it is, we gotta seek help, because those things are only going to push people away that we care about and who care about us. So we gotta do better. We can't accept none of that shit. We can't accept hitting, even if it was a doink in the head. That's going to lead to somebody slapping and shit out you. Her slapping out you because she thinks she can do that, or it may cause him to kick you on your fucking back or push you down, right? And then the ultimate disrespect is spitting. I don't want nobody spitting on me or hitting on me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I want to spit on something is I want to spit on her coochie if it's dry and I'm trying to get in it. That's the only spit you're going to get from me.
But what if she wants you to spit on her butt?
I don't go in the butthole, so I'm not saying.
Oh my God. That's
You know
it.
what I mean? But to be real is we gotta stop accepting these things. But also
That's all I'm saying. That's it. No, that's all I'm saying. I hear a lot of chatter, but I don't see a lot of standing on that shit.
when we see these
I see a lot of biasness. Like, all right, but he called me a bitch, but he didn't hit me. But this happened, but that didn't happen. No, you
Across the
gotta
board.
see.
See that reminds me of um, a little short that I saw this week by a guy saying, ladies, gentlemen, it's okay to have your standards. Have your standards of what you will or will not accept for you. And always remember, he gave the perfect example of being in a department store. If you allow someone else to put a value on you, you will end up in the clearance section of that department store if you don't place your own value and stand on your own value. So it's okay to have your standards
That's what I'm
and
saying, Katie.
stand by your standards.
Stand on your shit.
That's why y'all ladies
Yeah.
got
Man,
that's why
stand
y'all
on your
ladies gotta
shit.
stop calling each other bitches. You gotta stop introducing yourself to your girlfriends. Oh, that's my bitch. Like if it's
Mhm.
disrespect, it's disrespect
Right.
across the board.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Right,
You
right.
can't allow your girlfriends to call you bitches and then not allow this nigga to
Exactly.
call you no bitch. It's disrespectful all the way across the board. You know, we gotta
I
stop
agree.
putting ourselves in these positions to where we demeaning ourselves and then we speak up about somebody else doing it to us. If you allow
Mhm.
somebody else to do it, then you can't. It's almost like how can you speak on that? But we got to start demanding respect. We got to start.
Mhm.
We got to start educating people on how to respect us. We got to start teaching people on again. Fuck all that. I'm not teaching nobody. I'm gonna teach somebody how to respect me. I'm gonna stand up to somebody who's disrespecting me and say, yo, no, I'm not for that. Right? And if it's going to cause controversy, then it's just going to cause controversy. If it's going to cause them to change and have changed behavior, then that's what it's supposed to do. But at the
Mhm.
end of the day, if we want respect, we got to demand respect and take respect. Right? We can't live in two different worlds. And I
Lady,
think effective communication is a must all the time. Like we should be learning each other all the time. And even with myself, as I learn myself through this journey, relearning myself and re-getting acclimated with Darnell, I learned that sometimes it's cool to take the high road. Let somebody else be right. You got it.
right.
You got it. If you think you right, you got it. Like I live by this. I live by this whole thing now. Is if that's what you want to believe, by all means believe it. It's not for me to. It's not for me. I'm gonna answer it, and if you choose to believe it or not, that's up to you. But I can't live in that space. Once I've said my piece, that's it. It's not for
Hold
me
on.
to navigate through that.
Hold
So
on now. Hold on now, because I wanna ask you this question that Lady B is
the lady B.
talking about. So she's saying, do you feel like respect is earned, or do you feel like you give respect until somebody loses it?
I think you give respect until somebody loses it. Like, cause we come in the game, respect them.
Right.
Like you're not saying, well, you know what, I'm not gonna respect you, I'm gonna disrespect you until you earn my respect. I think we genuinely give out respect the moment we meet somebody, and then our respect is lost once they challenge that.
Right.
Right? It's good to it sound good to say respect is earned. Yes, it should be, but then two, if no one ever disrespects us, how can we not have respect for that?
I mean, not only that, how can I just come in this like being like you gotta earn this respect? Like, no, you have the respect until you lose it.
That's even with trust. Like you come in a game. Like you come in somebody's life, especially for me, like somebody come in my life, I'm trusting them until they break that.
Right.
Because you've never broke that. So how can I hold you to like, well, I gotta trust you. Yeah, I gotta trust you in certain scenarios. I'm not gonna invite you to my house if I don't know you and trust you. But I'm still gonna have a level of respect and a level of trust for you until you show me otherwise.
Right.
You know?
All right, Katie, how do we
Yeah, I
do?
agree.
How do we do, Katie?
Y'all did great.
But you know what?
Y'all did great.
Would be blowing me though, KD. Stop with these crazy ass letters. People crazy. If you can come on here and write a letter so detailed and in depth and ask us, what should I do? My little ignorant ass is going to tell you to go jump off a bridge because it's clear you don't know what to do with your damn life, so you need me
You
to.
know, I tell people to jump in front of a bus all the time.
All the time.
Like,
I think sometimes people be knowing. They be knowing. They
They just
know.
want
They just want to
validation.
hear it. They want validation. They
Right,
want somebody
That's all.
to
They just
to
want
center their
validation.
thoughts for them. Yeah.
but why, take the validation from other people? Like, trust your gut. Like, trust yourself. Like, when are we going
I
to start
agree.
trusting ourselves? Like, trust yourself, trust your gut.
yo, you know what I want to do too? I want to take the time out to say if I ever disrespected anybody, because this shit right here, I told you, this is therapy. I have 2 therapy. I'm quitting my therapist. I told him today, I think I'm going to quit you. This show right here brings therapy. If I've ever disrespected anybody, called them a bitch out of their name, put my hands on them, did anything, or they deemed disrespectful, I want to take the time out to apologize. I'm not going to say that my temper not going to be short, but I'm working on that. So please, anybody out there that has ever been disrespected by me or any other man, please take my sincerest apology.
That's what I'm saying, Nell. That's my question, because in one instance, people can be saying, "No, if you disrespect me, it's a wrap." But what if we're in a I'm not saying this is right, but what if you're in a toxic situation and y'all both call each other a bitch? Now what?
You have to grow together. And see these letters these letters. Sometimes, if it don't touch somebody on this panel, we never know who is listening that it may touch in some way or another. So I thank you all for your letters. I thank you for sharing your story with us and for trusting our opinion in your situation. I thank you.
Now, before we going to 60 seconds, I want to reach out to the people in the chat and tell the people that we love and appreciate y'all. Y'all can continue to send in y'all topics, and since we're a little early tonight, y'all can if y'all have any questions or anything that y'all want us to speak on before Nell goes into look at Nell, he's like, I'm trying to get out of there before Nell goes into going to 60 seconds. Just put something in the chat, and we'll discuss it real quick. But what's up, ladies? Did y'all have any last words on that whole that wasn't a letter, that was more like a fucking essay.
Again, I would like to implore anyone out there, if you have a situation, I always keep the name anonymous. I will say the person that I read this for, she's in the audience. She's not saying anything.
Oh shit! That's somebody from the audience.
Again,
I'm sorry. I did not mean to say jump off the bridge.
Thank you.
Like, look, hey, Aisha, let's put out this thing right here. The views and opinions of this cast is to not be taken wholeheartedly as Bible.
Again, thank you for sharing your story with us. And as promised, your name remained anonymous. Anybody who send me anything, your name will remain anonymous. But you got an honest opinion.
So somebody to jump off a bridge. No. I didn't mean you. I just like saying. No.
Yeah, they know that.
They know because you did say it.
They know that. They know that.
Damn, somebody in our audience got spit on?
I mean, it happens.
They're watching
every day.
The person is watching.
All
it's not a regular audience member.
Let me
the person
hit the
is
address.
watching.
Send me the address where homie at. I'll fuck him up for you.
This goes back to what I said last week, man. Do you have people that have your back? Does black men supporting you? This is where you need that black men support.
Right.
I got a question. Before we go on 60 seconds, this question is for East Raw Honey. The product zone.
Mm-hmm.
Is it sanitary to spit in the yams?
Well, hopefully the individual that's spitting in the yams got a clean mouth and not a yak mouth. But yeah, as long as the mouth is clean, it's good. It's sanitary.
All right.
But it's got to be clean. Like you can't just come in from eating dinner and he want to be spitting it. No, because what do you think? Particles, food particles, is going to go into the yeah.
Hold on, Ish. Because what if you at dinner and y'all both, having a good time and y'all been drinking and then you just go right into a sexual situation? That's
Oh
possible.
yeah. But spitting.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
So,
same if he eating.
so if we go right into it after dinner, you want me to go in the bathroom first or something? I mean, what's happening?
Oh, brush your teeth.
Who's doing
Rinse your
that?
mouth. Rinse your mouth out.
Who's
Rinse your
doing
mouth.
that? Who's
I mean,
doing that in the heat of the moment?
people don't realize that a lot of times that type of stuff is what borders infections. Like you
Yeah.
don't really think about it and realize it. And I understand it could be a position sometimes to like have to stop, especially if you're in emotion. But maybe just rinse your mouth out at the very least if you're not brushing your teeth, because what people don't realize is that some of those things borders infections. It does.
Nah, I know that part, and I know that.
Yeah.
My question is just that after we came from dinner and I picked you up and pushed you through the door and we about to go right to the floor, am I supposed to get up off the floor and say, hold on 1 second?
No, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you while I'm caressing you, and we both gonna rinse our mouth out because I'm about to slob that knob, and I don't want my mouth particles to be going right into my vagina right after that. So like we gonna do this together. We're gonna keep it spicy while we going to the bathroom to rinse our mouths out.
What's like? What if you in the mix though? Like
what I'm saying.
I do get that. I do get that.
Word that y'all
I
is
do.
saying.
No, I do get that. I do get that. But if there is an opportunity, I'm not saying that all the time, obviously, that you won't be in the mix and you ain't just have some popcorn, an hour before. I'm not saying that. I know it's all situational. But if you have an opportunity, rinse your mouth out. That's all. If you have an opportunity. If it doesn't fuck up the mood too much.
That's what
Just
I'm
rinse it
saying
out.
because I know when you walk.
But the spin is gonna fuck the mood up anyway.
That's what.
the hoop?
No, it's not. Not the spitting does not fuck up the mood.
No.
Some
Yeah.
ladies, some
Yeah.
That
ladies
type of
love that
spit and
spit.
fuck it up for you, Katie.
Some
Yeah.
ladies
The
love that
spin
spit.
fuck
What
it
are you
up.
talking about, KD? Some ladies love that spit.
But I'm but how it's gonna mess the mood up if the pipe is in you? You ain't gonna stop
Right.
the pipe.
The spin is gonna fuck it up for me.
I
That's
can't.
just me.
I can't. But
A lot of people can't get with that spit.
Ish, I just want to have this on record of you saying when you in there and that
Receipts.
thing is throbbing and he
Receipts.
about to suck on it and he be like, hold up. I just want to make sure you remember you said that.
Okay. I'm just saying, I know how to keep shit spicy. So we gonna keep it spicy when we rinse our mouths out real quick. And my shit still gonna be throbbing, your shit still gonna be through the roof. So I mean, I get it though. I get it. Mark me. What's today? Mark it. I got you.
I'm putting
Also,
I know y'all pull receipts.
on it.
also
Pull receipts.
since we on the topic of raw honey and the erotic zone, let's talk about the tissue balls.
What's the tissue balls?
No, see now, come on now. But
Let's
that's what
talk
we're
about
not
the
going to
tissue
do.
balls.
No.
What is a way to combat tissue balls?
What's the tissue balls, man?
When they wiping their yams and they got tissue still up in their stuff,
Mm-mm.
and you try and get a quickie in and you see the tissue, how do you stop that? What are you telling the ladies that
I can't tell.
Oh.
I can't tell. No, she should know. She should be knowing how to maintain her feminine hygiene. But see, for me, I use wipes. So I wipe with tissue, and then I use a wet wipe. So it's not an average wet wipe, a feminine wipe. So even when you use tissue, you have to realize that there is still urine that is going to be on your vagina, even when you use tissue. So therefore, I always go after using tissue with a feminine wipe and making sure that it's always neat and clean. This way, there ain't gonna be no fucking tissue. What? That's what I'm saying, Helen. What?
Helen gonna say what? Like that shit be real, ladies. Don't think
No,
y'all don't.
I know it has been, but that's like kiddie shit. That's like
That's
shit
what I was
that
about
you
to
might
say.
have
I haven't seen that
seen
since
it
like the
like
kitty
since
era.
teenage years.
Right.
I'm hoping and praying that there is not an adult woman that is out here sexually active that got some fucking tissue balls.
We gotta educate the people. This ain't always, you know what I mean? Sometimes you never know.
It's an educational
Ladies
show.
ain't looking down there. You might get a quickie and he might stand. What's that, lady? What's all that?
Yeah, come on. That's that. Let me tell you something. Ding, 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 ding. Something should be going off in your head if you see some shit like that now with a whole grown ass woman.
Diana, I can't speak on this. This is not an experience of mine. I'm just asking each some questions. Public service announcement, please. It's not me.
So now you're going like lick it up. You're going. You spitting it out your mouth?
What? The tissue ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta get.
Well, at least you know.
No, I'm gonna examine. No, I'm gonna examine the yams.
Facts.
You can't just put your mouth on all like yams. Even
that's right.
You gotta make sure everything chill. The same way y'all look at our heads, our penises, our shafts, our thing, our what's the F word that we said last week? The
frenulum.
Frenulum. Y'all look at all that shit. We got to do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it.
And see, that goes hand in hand with.
I'm gonna call it the friend of mine.
You know what? I'm gonna know every time exactly what you mean.
I like that.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Okay, you said like wash your mouth out. Now that's what I like. Let's take a shower or bath together first. That way we know we're clean. I'm down with doing that.
That's cool, but I ain't.
That's what I was about to say. I'm not mad at that, but if I'm in the moment, I'm in the moment and give up the.
Well, hell, I'll put you back in the moment, or rather, we can get more in the moment doing a stimulating shower or bath together.
No, thank you.
Ooh. It's what happened if you out in the mix and y'all driving?
No, thank you.
You looking at delicious. I pull over.
Yeah.
I want to hit.
Right.
Well.
Yeah.
We gotta wait till we get home and get in the shower.
But then, but you're gonna run that chance of getting some tissue ball because you never know. Maybe she had used the bathroom when she was out.
Nah, if she was
you know what I'm saying?
If she was a grown up, she carrying wipes with her. She going fresh.
Yeah, that's just always.
Going freshen that box up before I go down there.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with showering together.
No, it's nothing wrong
together.
with it.
It's so.
We in the moment.
But you know what though? If you love your lady, you love your dude, you'll just wipe it out. Wipe the little tissue ball out. Cool. I still love her.
I want to speak on that, Nell, because there's definitely been times after playing ball that I've definitely gotten some head. So I'm not going to say that it is what it
Look
is.
at Katie
with the sweaty balls.
Yes,
sweaty
with sweaty balls.
Oh, they take.
Yes, with sweaty. She loved me, Katie. She loved me.
Yeah, if you love the person, you don't mind. You don't mind it.
Yeah, and not everybody's sweat is pungent.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean, or putrid, like where it's making you like, ugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not business hurting nobody. I like shit. You could just wipe the little balls out, honey. Don't use the tissue next time. Don't use the 1-ply. Use the 2-ply. Give her a little hint. Keep
or either take your little wipes and wipe them sweaty balls. I mean,
no, what?
Okay, Katie, do you
love the sweaty balls?
Katie, you don't love
you ain't die.
You don't love her.
Like
you tolerate him. You don't love him.
You could do it in a way. You could do it in a way where you can wipe it out, get them all clean, and they don't even know what you're doing. They just thinking that you know what I mean. You self-caring them. You know what I mean? You know, be gentle with each other. Love on each other. I just wanted to ask them a question. It was just questions that have been on my mind for weeks.
the cotton ball's been on your mind all week.
I just had to ask the expert, like, what did you do?
Apparently, he's had an experience with it.
And then when we had the spitting contest, when they were spitting on each other, I just wanted to know, do the women enjoy when her man spits in the yams and go in? So we now
Yeah,
know.
but it is great.
We go on in 60 seconds. Y'all know that I mean, we crazy over here. But shout outs to the Houston Astros. I wouldn't be
Hold up. Now, hold
a,
up.
a
I'm not gonna let you just fucking walk that through like that. Hold the fuck up. I need to say a special shout out to all the Philadelphia Phillies fans because y'all swore y'all had a motherfucking friend on this motherfucker. Y'all swore y'all was sliding up and down these poles, parading it up. You couldn't tell them this was not their fucking World Series ship. You could not tell them. So shout out to y'all. And keep hope alive, man. Keep
hey yo,
hope
shout out to the crowd. Over the crowd. But shout out to the Houston Astros. They beat the Phillies in 6 games to take the World Series yesterday. So shout out to Houston for a good series. Hopefully the Phillies will be back next year in the same position and give us some more hope and some more love. As you can see, I'm wearing an Eagles hat this week, representing my city of Philadelphia. Um, that was a Thursday night game. They beat up on the Houston Texans this week to improve to 8-0, the only undefeated team in the NFL. So shout out to the Eagles for doing their thing. My team, the Dallas Cowboys, was on the bye this week. So we come back next week refreshed and looking to kick some ass. So games in and around town. Hopefully your team won today. The LA Chargers, I'm about to say the San Diego Chargers, the LA Chargers beat up on the Falcons and last second field goal to improve to 5-3, beating them 2017. But Atlanta Falcons fans, there's still hope. You are still number one in your division. So that's some hope for y'all. The Dolphins beat the Bears 35-32. The Bengals beat up on the Carolina Panthers 42-21. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are falling and falling fast. They lost to the Lonely Lions 9-15. The New England Patriots, which is Helen's team and Lady B's team, as we affectionately known every week, they shouting them out, beat up on the Colts 26-3. The Jets surprised the Buffalo Bills 20-17. And the Seahawks beat the Cardinals 31-21. So if your team won this week, congratulations. If they haven't, better luck next time. The game of the night is still on. The Titans is tied with the Chiefs 17-17. Hopefully the Titans will pull this one out. They're driving late with 2 minutes left in the game. And tomorrow's night game, Monday night, will commence the week is the Baltimore Ravens are playing the New Orleans Saints. Also in basketball news,
Free Kyrie. Free Kyrie.
Free Kyrie, yeah. Free Kyrie. And I wanted to take going to 60 seconds and give a little speech to those that are hating on Kyrie. As y'all saying, they're starting to do Kyrie as they are doing Kanye West and pulling a lot of his endorsements. Nike pulled his endorsement and suspended his contract with the sneaker giant. His NBA team, which he struck a deal with to learn and pay a fine, ultimately suspended him for 5 games and gave him a laundry list of things that he needed to do in order to play again. It just seems to be unfair for when he didn't say anything anti-Semitic. He just posted a video that's on Amazon Prime that you can watch. They said had anti-Semitic views in it, which he was only enlightening his people on our history. So if Kyrie can be suspended, if he can be viewed as anti-Semitic or having these anti-Semitic views, why can't we also punish Jeff Bezos and Amazon for having such a video up for us to watch, for us to even repost or even share? So where's the parity in that? That's what gets me, right? Where does this fall on the higher ups, as they say, to where they are now being held accountable for the things that they put out there for us to consume? think it's unfair. The things that they're doing to our black men are ridiculous. And I have a bone to pick. I have a bone to pick with LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, and all the rest of you ignorant black people who sit up here and take the sides of others instead of standing with your brother. I would never choose money over respect, right? I'm not just going to play along to get along. Y'all look foolish and y'all look ridiculous. And now, how can we even respect you as brothers of ours if you can't even stand and support a brother of yours? All because you don't want to lose endorsements, or because you don't want to be blacklisted or blackballed. If you don't have anything positive to say, don't say nothing at all. Because the same people that got you there, which was us, is the same people you're turning your back on when you turn your back on your friend, your comrade, your partner. So it's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to stand up and fight back. It's time for us to have our own voice instead of allowing somebody else's voice to control us, and we just go along with propaganda. This ain't a get along to, go along to get along type of thing. We stronger than that. We bigger than that. When somebody beats us up and hold us down, there should be 10 other people coming to kick them off of us and picking us back up so we can get up and fight back instead of kicking them person while they down. It's weird to me. But that's my going in 60 seconds. I ain't going rant no more because I don't feel like
it. Not because I don't feel like
it. You know what? We're going to have more on this topic on Thursday at 7 p.m. If you don't know what that is, you're just dumb. And that's Game 7, which is a show that comes on with the likes T, Mike, and Beans, and they talk about everything that's basketball. They have a good time laughing and joking, but I know they're going to tackle the same subject because it hit home for one what they covering, but then two for our people as well. So, be on the lookout for that show this Thursday at 7 p.m. It's called Game 7, and you can catch it on Telemade TV. Same channel that you're watching us on.
Same bet station, same bet channel. Katie don't know nothing about that.
Of course I do.
I got a question, right? Since we talked about it, well, how do y'all feel now hearing the stuff that has come out, seeing the people that have voices that are supposed to be powerful voices in our communities, influential members of, our society, taking the high road, or not even a high road, taking a road that's easily traveled instead of to stand up or of their brother. How do y'all feel about what's going on with Kyrie?
I already know that these people is full of shit, man. They're always going to choose money and endorsements and their so-called image over, what should be right. I already know it's bullshit. What do y'all think, ladies?
Yeah,
I can't think anything. I know nothing about what's going on with Kyrie.
I can't.
So I cannot voice an opinion because I have no clue what is going on. So I could not give an honest opinion.
I cannot.
No, but I definitely agree with you, T. And I just feel like, everybody should I think they are redefining freedom of speech because and they're making it into what they want it to be, because I'm still not seeing and understanding where he did anything wrong and where he just did not simply exercise his freedom of speech.
Right.
And he didn't even say anything. He reposted a video and he's giving you an opportunity to think and watch and see for yourself, to learn something else outside of the confines of what society will have us to think. But see, that's what they don't want. They don't want the sharing of that. They don't want you to be informed and well advised and educated on things that could cause a shakeup. So, I feel bad for Kyrie because it's coming right on the tail of what's going on with Kanye, but he's standing his ground, even in his interviews and stuff. He's like, next question, move on. You want a viral moment here. You know what I mean? You want to be able to use this clip and say Kyrie did X, Y, and Z just to make you some money, or to make you more famous, or to make you stand out more. So, hopefully, all of this stuff blows over, and he's able to get back to business, and that's basketball for him.
Right. I mean, for him to be suspended for 5 games is just blatantly some of the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen.
Right.
That's just
for reposting the video?
Yeah. Like, that's just blatantly ridiculous.
Because he reposted a video.
Right.
Wow. Again, I can't speak too much on it. I don't know what the video was or anything, but that sounds kind of crazy. Just because
that's what I'm saying, Lady B. Where's the players union at this time? Where's the players union at? I don't even understand what's going on right now.
They all standing and falling right in line. They ain't standing up for him neither.
This is crazy. Why are you making faces now?
I had a great therapy session today.
you try to stay on your even kill?
Oh my God. But I want to say, well, yeah, I'm just going to say I had a great therapy session today.
Do you ladies have any other issues, inquiries? Anything you need to get out as we wrap up this episode?
No.
Look at Nell is perplexed over there.
Yeah, no.
I gotta say it. I can't hold it.
It
baffles me. It baffles me how we don't know about what's going on in the world with our people, but we can read fucking crazy letters like that. I don't know what's going on with. I can't speak on this, but what is everywhere? And we can read crazy letters to challenge to ask us if I should leave this person or not for beating the shit out of me, but I don't know what's going on in our community. It's baffling to me. When are we gonna wake up? This affects all of us. If you really honestly understand it, this affects all of us. You know why? Because they putting us in this is modern day slavery.
Facts.
This is modern day.
I live it every day. I'm sorry that it's triggering you, that I'm not up to date on that stuff now. My apology that it's triggering you.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying to everyone.
But to my
it's not just you, Katie,
there who's listening to this letter, your letter was not stupid.
I didn't say your letter was stupid. You're missing the point. This is no attack on you. This is no attack on letters. This has to do with us waking up as people and saying what is going on in our lives that is affecting our present and our future. They are taking our voices away because we are compromised. I mean, we are compensated. However we are compensated, they're saying, well, we're giving you money, so you got to shut the fuck up and do what we say. Because they gave this man 5 things to do that in order for him to play again. You want to know what those 5 things are? He has to apologize. He has to donate $500,000 to anti-hate cases. He has to go through sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training. He has to meet with Jewish leaders and meet with the owner of the team to demonstrate that he understands. What's that? What is that? Boy, do as we say and as we say only.
Right.
And the moment you have an opinion or you have anything that goes against us, we will take everything that you worked hard for. He worked hard to get in the NBA. Nobody put him there. His talent did. And they're benefiting off of his talent by selling jerseys with his name on it, by selling fucking stickers with his fucking likeness on it. And we sitting up here not just supporting our brother, but we got letters and dumb shit that we can read that ask us what do we think, and we can't even have an opinion about something that's going to benefit us. This is modern days lynching if you don't pay attention to it. They are taking our voices because they are giving us a little bit of money or a little bit of promise. Oh, we give you this. You got to play along. I don't want to play along no more. I'm tired of playing along.
I never played it long, man.
Oh, don't talk back, because the moment you talk back, you might lose your life. So when the cop pulls you over, put your hands out the window and speak real nice to the cops. You know what that is? That's a field nigga, in the house type nigga. You can't say nothing. The moment you repost something that's on a billionaire's website, this is Amazon holds that video that I reposted. Who owns Amazon? A white man. Ain't nobody canceling him. We ain't stopped buying from Amazon. But that man got to apologize for reposting the video, which highlights what went on in our past. All he's doing is educating.
Nose blown.
Sorry to my therapist. I tried. Mama, your boy tried. I couldn't do it. KD, I wasn't coming at you. I'm just speaking on the facts. Every day that I wake up, I get wiser and wiser to the drama.
Every day I wake up,
I see different things that are meant to hold us down.
The fat boys break up.
Watch it. I watch it every day. I wake up and every day I see something different than what I've seen before. I'm not this young, dumb, naive kid that's just running out here in these streets thinking that life is sweet and life is grand and life is great and everything is just going to fall into place. Because it's just not that's not real life no more.
Facts.
And you know what? It used to be so undercover that we didn't see it and we thought we were getting better. You know what they did? They ripped the covers off of us and told us, this is what it really is, and you go and deal with it. And you know what we doing? We conform. Yes, I'm sir. Yes, I'm massa. I ain't no yes man or no yes sir. I ain't that. So if you don't like what I had to say, I'm sorry, but I stand for our people. I'm tired of us putting our thoughts and our energy into things that don't move us forward. I'm sorry if I don't go with status quo just because it sounds good or it looks good. Can't do it. I was put on this earth to be a provider and a protector. And that's not just for my home, but that's for my people as a black man out
here. Respect.
We got to pay attention to what's going on out here. If you don't pay attention, how can you survive? That's just like we were talking about earlier with the Offset thing. Are you paying attention to your surroundings or are you just living in the moment? You gotta pay attention. Paying attention means we paying attention to everything that is meant to make us or break us, challenge us, or whatever. I know I'm gonna probably get 20,000 text messages when I get
It's coming, my nigga. It's
coming. You already know.
Nell, you are crazy. I take it.
Before you even started, I was like, you can do it. You can.
I can't do it. I can't. You know why? I love my people so much.
Right.
I respect my people so much that I'm tired of us getting the short end of the stick because we got to go along to get along. I'm tired of us having to silence our voices and have to dumb our speech down and walk around and play dumb because they're afraid of our voices or afraid of our talents or afraid of the positions that we hold. I'm tired of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my ancestors fought for. My ancestors fought for me to have a voice, and I'm damn sure going to use it. They ain't had a voice, but Darnell got it, and Darnell going to be the one to use his. Ain't nobody going to muzzle me.
That damn sure ain't going to muzzle me, good brother.
When you know better, you do better. When you know what's going on, you can position yourself to understand and see things and move accordingly. When you don't know what's going on, you walking right into the fire. They like, there he go again. They probably like, there that nigga go again. Like, he done blacked out again.
This shit's crazy. This is episode 104, everybody. Make
I
sure
knew
y'all
he
like and share
I
the
knew he
video.
couldn't hold it. Sarah, I'm not supposed to hold it. That's the thing. I'm not supposed to hold it. That's what they want us to do. They want you not to hold it because the moment you express yourself and you have passion, the moment they look at you as being crazy. I ain't crazy. I'm fully aware of what's going on in my mind. The moment they label you crazy, the moment they put that connotation on you, other people will think that you're crazy. But I'm really speaking up for the goodness and the betterment of our people. So if that's what's going to label me crazy, and that's what's going to label me as being hot-headed, and I can't hold my tongue, and I can't hold my emotions, then so be it. I take that all day long. I take that all day long because at the end of the day, I stand for something more than just a talking head. I stand for something more than just quote unquote a pretty face. I stand for more than just a t-shirt that say Uncensored Minds on it. I stand for our people and the betterment of our people, because if we don't get better, then how do we do better?
Facts.
We got to expect that. Everybody else, all other groups expect it. Why do we have to go along with it because it's just what we're supposed to do? That's tiring.
Any last words, people?
But Ebony, I'm not coming for your girl. Why do you think when somebody is saying something that we're coming at somebody? Huh.
Been a great show.
I'm
Episode
I'm clueless.
episode 104 in the bucket.
You clueless?
No, you know what?
Now,
No.
now.
Nah,
Hi, honey.
it's cool. What I was going to say is, I hope everybody has a beautiful week. I hope everybody has a beautiful week, and please tune in to Wednesday, Thursday, and Sundays, because Wednesday, Thursday, and Sundays we have beautiful content. Wednesdays,
you never know what you're gonna see and or hear, and or whose button's gonna get spit on.
Listen. Some spitting in the butt action going on. Ain't never hurt nobody.
I just wish people would come to my defense and speak up for me too.
No, I'll come to you.
Nah, I don't.
Y'all, it's been a great show, but Karen D has work tomorrow, so I'm gonna bid y'all a good night.
I can't. I can't.
Well, everybody have a great week. Get some spit action going on. That'll make it all better. No, I'm just teasing. I'm being silly. But everybody have a great week. Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you are tuned in for the lineup all week, as Nell so eloquently put it. And we'll see y'all next week.
All right, people, we out of here.
All right. Bye, guys.